What's up, my dudes? Valk here, and today we just got news. I've been up trying to see what's going to happen to the update. Just got news it got delayed till Friday, but to compensate, because, you know, it does suck that the update got delayed, they went ahead and they buffed Jin Woo, the solo leveling character, Shadow Monarch. They buffed him, and I think now he's actually in a state where you could potentially use him for stages. I feel like he's not awful now because of the buff. It's what I thought from the beginning. They reduced his last upgrade where it used to be 1.3 mil. They reduced it all the way down to 132k, which I believe is much more in line with where his attack stat really is and how he looks essentially, right? So let me go ahead and show you guys what I mean. We're just going to go into a training field. This is going to be a really quick, short video, just because I know a lot of you guys were being told not to craft him because he wasn't very good, and I agree with that. He wasn't very good off rip. Just because he cost way too much. 1.3 mil for a final upgrade, whenever the upgrade's not even that crazy, is kind of nuts. There's another thing I want to test. I want to test some more stuff with him. I'm going to do that today. We're just going to test some stuff, see how some interactions work, and kind of get a gist for exactly how he functions. So that's kind of my goal for this video. Is just I want to do some good testing on this, and I also want to show you guys what I mean by the last upgrade. So let's go ahead, let's place him down in a good spot. Right here ought to be pretty good. So let's go ahead, get him up to his final upgrade, which is 66k, 132k is whenever he gets his final upgrade. And you guys can see he's got the boys, he's got the summons. So let's go ahead, let's drop like a what about 5 million HP, because I do want to see essentially how much or what these summons each provide. See if I can see status effects or something like that. So let's speed it up. Speed up to just like 3 times. I don't want to go 5 times because I might miss status effects that get applied. So let's see. Bleeding is applied. That's cool. Slow got applied. Poison. So bleeding, slow, and poison all got applied there. That's pretty dope. Let's see if it's something consistent. Let's see if they'll get hit with bleeding again here, or if it's just RNG debuffs. It could just be completely random at that. Slow bleed, no, slow and bleed got applied, and then flame 2. Okay, no, now I'm convinced it's random. Now I'm 100% convinced it's random, because what is, I guess the dragon can provide flame 2. I don't know. Let's see one more time. Flame 2, flame 2. You can see they didn't fix this. So here's one of the main issues with this unit. You can see his XP didn't go up because his summons in the back of him don't give him XP, meaning that his hunter passive is virtually useless, essentially. These summons kind of rule the roost, to say, like they kind of run everything. So yeah, I'm going to assume one of these summons applies flame, probably the dragon if I had to guess. Dragon, fire, you know. And one, I'm guessing this one applies to spare. I'm guessing one applies poison, and then, well, not spare, but slow. I'm guessing one applies flame, one applies slow, one applies poison, one applies bleed. Is if I had to guess what's happening here. So let me see one more time. Let me look. Right now, I thought it was random, but I don't think it is. I really don't. Poison, okay. Let's see, flame 2, slow. Where's the bleed? I haven't seen a bleed proc since the beginning. It doesn't seem to be like a guaranteed thing. Seems to be percentage chance on all of them. So that's actually alright. I think that's cool that he applies all these DOTs and status effects, because I do believe DOTs are really, really strong right now. But let's go ahead and get the last upgrade, and I'll show you guys what it does. You get the ability Arise. Raise the Shadow Army. Now what Arise does is it just summons things in that are double his attack stat. You can see he has 700k. Now he's got 1.39 million guys summoning in. They summon in at intervals. It's not super common, like they don't like rain in, but they do get summoned in pretty consistently. So yeah, he turns into a good little summoner unit. Let's go ahead, let's buff him up and see exactly what kind of work he can do for now being a pretty cheap unit. I feel like they didn't really change anything other than the cost. I think the cost is literally the only thing they changed, but I feel like that's one of the main things that was kind of holding him back from, you know, being usable, is the fact that he just costs so much. So now let's go ahead, let's summon in, I don't know, let's go with, because these summons now are going to be hitting incredibly hard, so let's go with 100 mil. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go with 100 million. Let's see how he does against this. I should be pretty good. Yeah, you guys can see the summons are going to have a lot of... They have 4 million HP now. With each summon, if you have Tamer, these summons should get affected by Tamer. Should, I don't know for a fact. I didn't bring anybody with Tamer. I didn't think about it. But yeah, you guys can see how much damage they're dishing out. Poison, Flame 2, slow. Just good damage all in all. Solid damage. Let's go ahead. Let's put Flower Magician way over here. Simply because we can't put it on him. So yeah. You guys can see he turns into full AoE. That's cool. I don't remember him being full AoE. Is that new? Or maybe it's just I never got him to the final upgrade. I never really noticed. That's probably true. I never got him to final upgrade, so I probably really never noticed that he's full AoE with Hunter. But you guys can see here, his summons killed it again, so he didn't get any XP. Yeah. I feel like I just never noticed him being full AoE, because once again, you never saw the final upgrade because it's 1.3 mil. So now he's 132k and he does all this for 132k. He's probably like a 300k, 400k total unit. He's definitely cheaper than Gilgamesh. So now I do think he's a very, very good unit to have. I think he's pretty strong now. Like I said, it's just mostly the price. That was like his biggest issue. Is 1.3 mil for this ability is just, it never really was good because he doesn't get Hunter XP most of the time because his summons 90% of the time are what's killing it, right? So he's not often actually getting the kills. Mostly it's his summons doing it. But now he's actually in a usable state to where you can use him now. I think he's actually pretty serviceable. I think he's going to wreck a lot of legend stages, wreck a lot of raids. I think he's going to be a very strong unit to actually use now. Simply because he's so much cheaper. It's actually like viable to get a rise off. Yeah, I can see him being an actual good unit now. And definitely somebody worth the limit breaking and all that stuff and actually crafting. So yeah, I think with the buff he got, I think it's a pretty big buff. And I think it makes it to where he's actually pretty substantially usable now. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And yes, the update, if you didn't hear me at the beginning of the video, the update is delayed until Friday. So yeah, I'll be mostly just making videos on older units that I think are still pretty good, or stuff that I think people should craft or make essentially. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.